Okay, so today what I am going to do is I am just discussing a simple topic. Sometimes suppose we are a OC admin and there is a issue which we need to resolve. So in that scenario, suppose our cluster is there. Okay, so my drawing is not good, it is going in the right direction. Let me see. See, this is my cluster. And this is inside. So there is a worker node plane and control node plane. So suppose this is our control plane and this is our worker node. Worker node and this is master node. Master node is having three nodes. Now suppose this is a private network. And this is and inside same cluster I am hosting a jump VM or bastion. It is connecting with the worker node also and with the master node also. So here admin is working on it. So this is all inside a private network because we are just you as a admin working here. So suppose I don't have OCP setup, but we can see like this is our simple node, control plane node. And sometimes status comes not ready. So here master node, it is in not ready status. So now how you can resolve this issue? So hope you have understood my question. So here we can say master node not ready. Now how we can resolve this? So first of all, we need to check the status like this. OC get nodes here, so we can just run the command OC get nodes. In case it is not ready, so it will show the status here. Events, everything we can see there. So through that we can identify, but there might be another reason. So in that scenario, what we need to do? So Openshift providing us debug node. So this is not in K8 but in Openshift. We have. What we need to do exactly? In that scenario, we can just recover or we can just debug it. So we can do what we can do is Okay, so that time we can do whatever your name, master node or any node name, we can do that. After that, what we have to do is we will just go inside and we can work as a, so this through this command we will be going inside our worker node, and then we can check what may be the status. Otherwise, if we can check some basic things like we can just log in there. So if you know the command, so basically in OpenShift by default we have a core at the rate worker node host name. So through that we can go inside and we can debug the server, and then we can check the service status also. In case it is different service like kubelet or other service, so those also we can check there. So that will show what our service are running, and based on that we can identify. Suppose if it is not active, then we have to check. In case it is status is not active or not ready, in that scenario we have to start the service. So suppose we are getting inactive, then we have to do the same things, or cryo. So these are the some basic steps which we need to perform in case we are debugging a worker node. Some scenario, if we are going inside that time we can check other things like if we are inside the server, then we can see the status of any working port, or we can see the memory, basic things we can check. Even so through these commands we can directly go inside the server. That time we can check what may be the issue. Now coming to some points also, so suppose you are giving an interview, that time they can ask multiple things like if there is a scenario. So suppose he's saying this is our cluster worker node, and this is not ready. This is our admin. Checking inside that worker node. That time, if these commands also not giving any status, it means this is not a OpenShift issue. That time you have to check the VM or your bare metal VM. Check the boot logs. In case you don't find, there might be a network isolation. What I'm saying is your kubelet status is not coming because this has not been scheduled. So these things you have to check. Other things is like if it is in network isolation, so you have to check IP and everything if it is reachable or not. So if status is unreachable, that time you can check network issues. So what is the configuration and those things. Sometimes it can happen that SSH certificate. Those things can also happen. So these are the basic things which we have to check once your server is not ready in K. So this is basically for interview purpose I am giving you. So sometimes they can ask, sir, your node is not ready and you need to check, you need to debug. So basically you can just create a debug code. In K8 scenario, you have to create that code. You can take a busybox debug node and then you have to go to inside that host and then you can check there. So this is how you can resolve that issue.